Merry Christmas and welcome to the Hopcast.
Happy holidays, everyone.
I'm Chmielewski,
My name is Ken Hunnemeder.
and yeah, it's that time of year. You know, it's cold. Christmas music's playing.
I can feel it in my belly.
The beer,
It's full of stuff.
cupcakes, cookies,
Beers, whiskeys, wine,
bourbons.
whatever.
Okay.
Everything.
Well, Ken, like every year, I got a gift for you here.
And I have something for you, too.
Oh man, I hope. Well,
Put it around here somewhere.
I got some Santa versus unicorns for you.
Let me get you a nice spiced lager from Lakefront.
4 beers now. I only got you one.
I'm always showing you up. But I still love my gift. Thank you very much, Brad.
Yeah, this looks good. I feel like they're cold. Let's just open them now. Christmas
may
is
as
about
well.
sharing.
May as well drink them. Yeah, and it's also about getting drunk.
Oh, yeah.
So we
Perfect.
should
Well,
probably drink these.
That'll do it because that's 10% barley wine.
I may have brought 4 beers, but you
Okay.
brought the big hitter.
Okay,
So
nice.
they're probably equal, I think.
Okay.
We're good.
Sounds good. Well, let's crack open the spice lager then.
Yep, sounds good.
Ken, I think we should have looked at that label, or you should have looked at that before you gave it to me. 'Cause it's 9.3% lager.
Yeah, so we fell into, or we were fooled by the old lager stigma, and we're expecting kind of a lighter lager. And I looked on the back, and it's like 9.4% alcohol, pours out nice and dark. So this is going to be a heavy hit. I mean, this beer is also brewed with some honey, nutmeg, cinnamon, clove, and orange peel.
Okay.
So I think we're in for a treat.
Yeah, it looks pretty dark. It's clear. It looks clean.
Yeah, the clarity is good. It's just a
Yeah.
darker beer, you know. It's got a nice head on it too.
Woo! So sweet and spicy.
Yeah, it's not
Clove.
it's not turning me off though. You know, I get pretty particular about the spice beers,
Uh-huh.
but this one seems in balance, so I'm happy about that.
Let's
Cheers.
give it a try. Oh, all right.
Yeah, nicely done. Like a nice mix between a malt sweetness and a lot of the spices. You know, when you see that many spices in the lineup for the beer, you kind of can't help but to assume that it's just going to be a potpourri bomb. But this is
Right.
certainly not the case.
Yeah, I know you get scared of those quite a bit.
Well, yeah, I do. Maybe I'm speaking for everybody else here, but I do.
But there's a really nice light body to it, and I think that's probably the lager yeast and the lagerness of it, I guess.
Yeah, it's I think that lager yeast strain is just really making everything very clean. There's not a ton of fruity esters around. It's just kind of it still has a good body to it. It's got some malt sweetness, just not a ton. It's really, really clean and just kind of lets the malt and a little bit of touch of that spice shine through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the spices kind of hit you there at the end and just kind of dance around on your tongue.
Like sugar plum fairies.
That's nice. I haven't had anything from Lakefront in a while. I think since that fixed gear from them, I was drinking a lot of that for a little bit.
Fixed Gear is a great beer. Been around for a long time. Lakefront has, I think, are like pushing 30 years if they haven't hit it yet.
Yeah, that's nuts because that's surprising because I didn't think they were that big, but
Mm-hmm. And if you aren't familiar with Lakefront, they're up in Milwaukee, so our cousins to the north. We see their beer here in Chicago nowadays, but that's within the past 2-3 years, I want to say, they came into the market. So, previous to that, I know we used to visit the brewery.
yeah, we went up there for a tour one year and had a pretty awesome time. Great tour guy there.
Nitro.
You Facebook friends with them?
I probably should be. I mean, man, it's probably the only tour guide that I still remember their name.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not one of those brewery tours where you maybe have a couple samples.
No.
It certainly encouraged drinking up there.
It is Wisconsin.
Yeah, actually on the label here it says brewed in Milwaukee for people who like beer, and that they do up in Milwaukee.
Uh-huh.
That's a good beer town.
But yeah, not a bad beer if you're looking for something different to pick up this season. Like there's a lot of holiday beers out there, but I haven't seen this one before. But you've had it?
Yeah, they've been doing this one for a little while. I remember seeing it on the shelf. I think I've had it. It's been a while, so maybe 3-4 years, something like that. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, especially as far as spice beers are concerned. I think they did a nice job on this one.
Cool. Well, cheers. Let's finish this up, and then I'm gonna do some Santa versus Unicorn.
Alrighty.
I'm feeling winter warm.
Oh yeah, it's I got a nice burn going down.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be a nice burn in your belly.
It's one of those like meteorites they call them. You know, if you do like a shot of Malort, it's supposed to, you know, on a full stomach, it's just supposed to bury a hole right through anything that's in your stomach, and then you're supposed to be able to drink again.
Okay, so it makes room for more booze.
Exactly. I think that's what we're dealing with here.
All right, well, let's see if it works.
Yeah, no reason to stop now. I mean, we started with the Lakefront, and it's time to move on to Santa versus the Unicorn.
All right, well, definitely darker than the other one. Similar hue, though, to the color.
Yeah, the color I think is very similar. Just a little less clarity on this beer as opposed to the Lakefront.
Mm-hmm. Which you probably would expect from a brew that's been around for 4 years, 3 years,
And
versus 30
tiny.
years. Yeah.
Very tiny. I would definitely assume no filtration process going on there. So yeah, comes with the territory.
Wow, those hops hit you in the face.
Yeah, they kind of describe this as a barley wine, American barley wine, or a double red IPA, or an Imperial Red IPA.
So maybe more of a red IPA.
So they kind of like leave it up to you, whatever you want to call it. I don't think Pipeworks is the type of brewery that really wants to.
It won't be labeled.
Exactly. So they're just like, yeah, well, we have to call it something. I don't know. You call it something.
Right.
So definitely a hoppy beer. I mean, they're leaping on it. It smells great.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Cheers.
All right. I can see why they're calling it a barley wine. It does have some of that, like, not celery, but the, like, Old Ale kind of notes to it.
Yeah, I definitely think it has a little bit of some cellar notes to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it fits the American barley wine category a little bit more than just a double IPA, double red IPA, whatever we're talking about now. But
it's not as sweet as most of your barley wines. Usually your barley wines are maybe like overly sweet and hopped, and this is more hopped than sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it still has some sweetness to it. I agree it's not overly sweet, which is nice. But yeah, the real singer in this one is the hops for sure. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if you like your hoppy beers, I feel like they're taking a page out of the Three Floyds handbook, you know, going with they've got like their line of unicorn beers now.
Uh-huh.
So they've got the Ninja versus Unicorn, and
I think they got Galaxy versus the Unicorn.
And goats and whales and I don't
know. Unicorns versus unicorns.
That's coming next. We named it. But, you know, kind of like the Alpha King, Alpha Claus kind of thing. So now we're Santa versus the Unicorn.
Right. So we need the Hopcast versus the Unicorn.
That's right. We might lose, I think.
Against the Unicorn? You think we'd lose the Unicorn fight?
I think if we drank enough of these, we'd lose at everything. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is it's a big beer. Big beer for sure. It's about 10% alcohol. Certainly a beer that would be good for the holidays. Wow. There's a lot of hopheads in your family. It would be a nice beer to share.
I don't think I like it as much as maybe I remember Ninja versus the Unicorn. Just like a fresher, cleaner IPA, but it's a different beer.
Definitely a different beer, and usually winter months you're looking for a little bit something different anyhow. You're not really looking for those fresh, clean, crisp type of beers. You're pale ales and pilsners. You kind of going towards the porters, stouts, barley wines, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I know I definitely am. I can't even pinpoint it. I'm such a clean beer drinker, like, all the time, and then there's this one point every year where I'm like, where are all the porters?
Right, you just want that robust maltiness. Chocolate.
Exactly. Gets a little chill in your bones, and that's what you want.
But both of these are kind of nice holiday beers. They're different than the stouts and the porters. It's kind of, mm-hmm. Sometimes you just get stouted out.
That's true. And both these beers are a great departure from one another.
Yeah.
Two very, very different beers. I think the only thing that they have in common is that they're very strong. But they're, both very good. Yeah.
So who do you think would win in the fight versus Santa or the unicorn? Does the unicorn always win? And that's why it's something versus the unicorn every time?
It's well, you would think so. It's kind of like a David and Goliath type thing. If the ninja was the winner, then wouldn't he be facing Santa right now?
I guess so, yeah.
But I guess so.
Nothing beats the unicorn.
Santa has an uphill climb. He may be able to deliver presents to everyone across the world in one night, but
he can't
beat that fucking unicorn. They need a video game.
Just like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
But the unicorn's just so overpowered that you never you pick the unicorn, you win every time.
Exactly. It's the Pipeworks. We're just doing everything for Pipeworks tonight.
I know. Thank you.
Making all the ideas.
You're welcome, Pipeworks.
But so you're welcome, Pipeworks, and thank you guys for drinking all these lovely beers with us and for watching the show.
Yeah. Cheers. Happy holidays and have a great 2014.
Cheers. Merry Christmas.